Horror is, it's at its peak, okay? Horror is getting nominated for Oscars now and winning. Horror won 8 Oscars. 50% of the best acting performances were from horror movies. Frankenstein got 3. Sinners got 4. Weapons won an Oscar. What kind of world are we living in? Anyway, so basically today, I'm just going to be going through and reacting to the Oscars, because I watched it last night. I recorded some live reactions that I'll cut to interchangeably here. But basically, I'm just going to be going through each award, telling you guys what I think about the winner, and maybe some random crap that happened in there, because this Oscars had a few moments that was like, okay, yeah, let's jump right into it. So, to start off the night, we had the intro where Conan O'Brien was dressed as Gladys from Weapons. That was a great start. That was how I knew we were in for a good time. But the first award they handed out was to Best Supporting Actress, and that went to Amy Madigan. So, let's cut to my live reaction.
And the Oscar goes to Amy Madigan.
No shot. Weapons is an Oscar winner. Holy shit. Yeah, obviously I was excited. I didn't think she was going to get it. I honestly did not think she was going to get it. I did pick her in my Oscar picks video, but I predicted Wunmi Musaku from Sinners. So I didn't predict it right, but I did pick it right, but that doesn't count. So I did put together my predictions and picks record. I went 10 for 16 on predictions, which is pretty damn good, and 7 of my picks won, so also pretty good. Then we had the Best Animated Films come out. This was presented by Will Arnett and Channing Tatum. They were pretty funny. KPop Demon Hunters was the first winner for Best Animated Feature, and they tried to cut them off. Yeah, didn't work, but they tried, and we'll talk about it later when we get to this movie again. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying it happened on K-Pop Demon Hunters twice.
And the Oscar goes to K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, who would have thought? No, real dude, that's crazy. I would have never guessed that.
And then we had Best Animated Short for The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Now, I did not see any of the shorts this year, nor did I see any of the animated films, so I didn't have any reaction on either of these. Then we had Best Costume, and this was presented by Anne Hathaway, and I'll put her name on screen. They gave it to Frankenstein, and then I guess we'll just talk about it as well here. Hair and makeup. As much as I really, really wanted Ugly Stepsister to win, obviously Frankenstein won that as well. So we pretty much knew they were going to get costume, hair and makeup, and production design, and they did. Let's cut to my live reactions for costume.
And the Oscar for Best Costume Design goes to Frankenstein.
I mean, we all knew that. That one wasn't very, that one wasn't very surprising. I think I predicted and picked Frankenstein.
And my live reaction for makeup.
Ugly Stepsister got a loud cheer, dude.
And the Oscar goes to Mike Hill, Jordan Samuel, and Fiona Fury for Frankenstein.
I mean, that means my prediction's right, but I really wanted Ugly Stepsister to win.
Then we had our first ever casting Oscar given out. This had one actor from each of the movies highlight their own casting director, which I thought was extremely, extremely cool. And this eventually did end up going to One Battle After Another. And I really loved the lady's speech where she said, "I can't believe I've been Oscar before Paul Thomas Anderson," which is hilarious that, you know, the casting director from One Battle had one before Paul Thomas Anderson, but he got a few throughout the rest of the night, so don't feel too bad for him. But here's my live reaction.
The very first Oscar for casting goes to Cassandra Kulakuli.
Wait, what was my guess?
Oh, I got it! Let's go! Yeah, I agree. I didn't pick, or I think I did, actually. I think this was my prediction. Yeah, it was my prediction, but I picked Sinners. And I thought Marty Supreme might have a fighting chance, but this is what everyone expected. Which the next category is for live action short film, and this was...
It's a tie.
I'm not joking. It's actually a tie.
A tie?
So everyone calm down. We're going to get through this. Focus up.
We
One
actually have a
Oscar
tie.
goes to the singers.
The singers, okay, and then he said he's going to come back after they give their speech, so...
Yes, a tie. I didn't think I've never seen a tie personally, but I heard that it happened a few times, and I do like the joke that, you know, coincidentally, the short film one is taking up twice the time, because there was 2 winners for singers and 2 people exchanging saliva. Now, I have not seen any of the short films, again, but I wanted 2 people exchanging saliva to win, because that's a funny as hell name, and yeah. Then for supporting actor, I actually picked Sean Penn, but I didn't predict him. So, I did get it wrong, but he did win, and he wasn't there yet again. So, here's my live reaction to that one.
And the Oscar goes to
Of course.
Sean Penn.
Of course he's not there.
Sean Penn couldn't be here this evening, or didn't want to. So
He didn't
we'll
want
accept
to.
the
He
award
never
for that.
shows up.
Obviously, I picked him, so I think he's very deserving. Kind of a dick move that he wasn't there, though, I will admit, because he just didn't want to. Then we had our Screenplay Awards presented by Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. That was a good surprise. They had a couple good jokes in here. But the Best Adapted Screenplay went to One Battle, so here's my live reaction to that one.
And the Oscar goes to One Battle After Another.
I mean, we all knew that.
And I actually didn't get a live reaction to Sinners, because I think I was just too focused in on it. But Sinners won for Best Original Screenplay, which I agreed with, and I think I predicted both. I did. Yeah, I predicted both of those correctly. So, I mean, did anyone think that there was any other chance? Like, we knew that. We knew both of those were easily. And Paul Thomas Anderson getting his first Oscar for One Battle here tonight. I think he gets 2 more for it, so glad that he's finally an Oscar winner. We had Best Production Design, which was presented by Sigourney Weaver and Pedro Pascal, which was another funny bit. But this was obviously Frankenstein. You can see in my reaction, I was like, yeah, we all guessed that.
The Oscar goes to
Frankenstein.
Tamara Deverell and Shane Gill for Frankenstein.
Yep, yeah, we all knew that. Yeah, I mean, did you expect anything else? Like, we knew Frankenstein pretty much had makeup, hairstyling, and production design wrapped up. Like, it's so beautiful, and we all knew that it wasn't really getting topped. So, yeah, not much of a surprise there. We had Best VFX, but I was in the bathroom for this one, so I didn't even know. But Avatar won, so, yeah. Then we have Best Score, and this was presented by the cast of Bridesmaids, which was really, really funny. I thought this was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off the whole time. And obviously it went to Sinners. Like, I mean, I would have rioted if it hadn't, because especially knowing that Best Song was most likely going to Golden, they at least needed Best Score. So, live reaction now.
And the Oscar goes to Sinners.
Woo! There we go. There's 2 for Sinners.
Now we have Best Sound, and I don't actually think I predicted Best Sound in my video, which is kind of annoying, because I think I just forgot that one. But it did go to F1, and in my reaction, I think I talk about a lot of crap about F1, and F1 was fun, okay? It was a fun popcorn movie, but not an Oscar movie, okay? It's fun. And I enjoyed myself with it, but it is not an Oscar movie. It is a popcorn film that goes through every single sports movie cliche you could possibly think of. And, I mean, I guess this is the only one I'm okay with it winning, because, like, yeah, those cars sounded like cars. Sure. Here's my live reaction.
And the Oscar goes to F1.
Fuck.
Now we have Best Editing, and I was absolutely shitting bricks because I thought they were going to give this one to F1 as well. But they did give it to One Battle After Another. I was hoping for Marty Supreme. I felt like this was the only one they had a shot at besides Best Actor. So I was hoping for Marty Supreme to pull out an Oscar win. Unfortunately, it did go winless. So that was a little bit disappointing. But still, One Battle After Another had some fantastic editing. So I'm not complaining. I think Marty Supreme should have won. This is one that I disagree with, and so far we're 1 out of 15 that I disagree with. So,
And the winner is one battle after another.
Okay. All right. I'm fine with that.
next up we had Best Cinematography, and this was another one that I didn't predict because this one I had no idea. Cinematography, I'm not good with that stuff, but I thought Train Dreams was going to take it because I felt like that one was favored, but it did go to Sinners, so I'm glad Sinners picked up another Oscar win, which is good. Obviously I think it deserves a lot of Oscars, and again, like I said, don't know much about cinematography, but I guess I agree because I want Sinners to win Oscars. But yeah, while I was distracted looking at Demi Moore, I recorded this, so we'll get to it.
And the Oscar goes to
Cinematography.
Sinners.
Oh! Okay. Well, I mean, I'm obviously very happy for that. I could have sworn. I thought Train Dreams was, like, favored. Maybe I was wrong.
Then we have Best International Film, which I also did not predict because I didn't see any of them, which means, yes, I did not watch 2 of the Best Picture nominations. So that was for Best International Short Film presented by Javier Bardem and somebody else. I didn't write them down, but Sentimental Value won. I think I gave my, prediction live in the video I'm about to show you, so let's cut to my live reaction.
Yeah, live prediction, Sentimental Value. Let's see what we got.
Okay. And the Oscar goes to Sentimental Value.
I'm a freaking genius.
I mean, I've heard this film is fantastic, and obviously I predicted Stellan Skarsgård to win for Best Actor, so even being someone who didn't see it, I knew it was amazing, and it got a crap ton of nominations, so I'm glad it pulled out an Oscar. And we had Best Song, which we knew was going to Golden. We knew that. That's not a question. It stuck with people, okay? I personally loved I Lied to You, and I think it should have won, but Golden stuck with people more, so I feel like it's a completely deserving win. But this is when the Oscars were complete assholes and cut them off halfway through the speech. I'm not saying that you can't cut them off after a while, but the lady who did cinematography, not saying she should have gotten cut off. She should not have, but she talked for more than double the time they talked about Best Song. The first lady talked, and then the second guy wanted to talk, and they cut him off with music. So I was in shock. So I'll show you that reaction right now.
And the Oscar goes to
Come on.
Golden.
Ow. Well, I got my prediction right. The cinematography lady was up there for 10 minutes.
Yeah?
They just cut them off. They're really trying to get this award show done. They just told that guy, go f*** yourself, dude. Jesus, what the hell?
Then we had the big four, starting off with the director, and I was obviously rooting for Ryan Coogler, because I love Sinners. It was my 3rd favorite movie from last year, and my my favorite movie nominated for Best Anything. Actually, no, my 2nd favorite movie was nominated for, Ugly Stepsister was, but Sinners was one of my favorite movies, so I was rooting for Ryan Coogler, but I'm not mad at a PTA win, obviously. It's his first Best Directing win. This was presented by Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and I was very excited for him, so.
One battle after another.
Paul Thomas Anderson finally gets his Best Director. Okay, that's fair. You know, obviously I voted for Ryan Coogler. I think that's amazing, but I predicted one battle. I mean, long overdue, my man.
Then we had our 2 acting performances, and starting off with Best Actor, which was presented by Adrian Brody. I thought he was hilarious. He obviously referenced his speech last year. But this went to Michael B. Jordan, and I did not predict it, nor did I pick it. But I am so happy he won. Okay, I just didn't think there was a fighting chance that he won. I wanted Timothy to win, and I thought he probably, I did predict him, and I picked him, but that's just because I didn't think there was a fighting chance in hell Michael B. Jordan was going to get it, and he pulled it off, so.
The Oscar goes to Michael B. Jordan.
What?
And we had Best Actress, and I was a little bit disappointed, I'm going to be honest. I think Jessie Buckley is a fantastic actress, and she puts in a fantastic performance in Hamnet. I didn't care for Hamnet all that much. It felt like Oscar bait, and I really didn't like it that much. It felt like they gave it to her for doing the most acting rather than the best acting, which was Rose Byrne by a landslide. I think Rose Byrne should have won. But again, Jessie Buckley, she did great. She did fantastic. But I wouldn't say it was Oscar worthy. But I'm not mad at her winning, because obviously any great performance getting an Oscar is a win in my book. But here's my live reaction.
Goes to Jessie Buckley.
Oh, she's good. She's great. She's not as good as Rose Byrne.
And ending it off, we had Best Picture, which I predicted would go to One Battle, and it did.
The Oscar goes to one battle after another.
Yeah. That's what I predicted, but still hurts. Sinners. It was so good. God, it was one of my fave films last year.
One Battle After Another was an amazing film. It was in my top 10 of the year. I really, 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 really liked it, but I really, 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 really liked Sinners. So I was a little bit disappointed that it won, but I mean, we all knew it was gonna win. Like, and that was it for today's video. Yeah, it was very short today. I just wanted to hop in, give you my reaction to the Oscars, because I did a prediction video, tell you how I did. Like I said, I went 10 for 16 on my picks, so I actually did pretty good. But fun fact, I got all of the acting categories wrong, and I got Best Director wrong. And then the other one I got wrong was editing. So, Marty Supreme, you made me get 2 wrong. But yeah, I do really, I was really happy with the majority of the awards they were given out. I think all of them were very deserving. I think almost all of the, nominees were deserving. Yeah, so overall very happy with it. But like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post any brand new videos. Comment down below some more video ideas for me. Comment down below some of your own opinions on the Oscars. So maybe you disagreed, maybe you agreed. But until next time, I'm Ethan Horror. This has been Ethan Horror.